Hey y'all, we're gonna do some kind of pasta with bacon in it. I'm not sure if I'm going Alfredo, maybe, or just something a little more simple than that, but something delicious. First things first, I have got pasta water right there. We're gonna salt that really good. And then we've got a skillet up here that I'm gonna put about 10 to 12 pieces of bacon in. Let's just salt this water real good for our pasta. Now you want 10 to 12 pieces of bacon for this pound of pasta. I'm just going to use 10 because I'm using this Wright's bacon, and it actually is a really good bacon, and it goes a long way. And I'm going to go ahead and chop mine up like this. Actually, I'm going to do it twice into kind of smaller pieces like so before I fry it up. And that way it'll be ready to just put in our pasta when it's time. So I'll get that done and I'll be back. Now I'm going to do some garlic. This is very much a preference thing. You can do 6 or you can do up to 10. I'm doing what I have, which is not a ton. It'll be 6 big ones, I believe, by the time I get all this peeled. And then I'm going to, instead of mincing it, I'm going to be slicing it really thin. I'm hitting that a little bit too hot. So I'll get that done. And then I'll be right back. This is my least favorite part of garlic, but I got to tell you, I sure do love this stuff. I could just roast it and eat it by itself. Now, these, I'm going to take the end off of that. I'm just going to slice it super thin. I guess you could mince it if you wanted to keep from having to do this part.
What is it?
I'm about tempted to mince it. Well, we'll see. We'll see. So that's going to be tedious and time consuming. I'll be back. So I cheated and put it in the chopper, so it's not quite thin minced. It's between, so that'll work just fine. We got a big piece right here. It all shot up. That little thing did a really good job on this garlic. I just don't want huge bites in my mouth, but I want to taste it. So that's a little bit bigger than minced. And I did 6 or 7 really big cloves of that. I'm going to use fettuccine because that's what I've got. That'll work. Spaghetti noodles will work. Whatever you want to do. We're heating up this pan for our bacon now. Here we go. You know what? I'm all over the place with this recipe. We're going to do this bacon. And then I'm going to, instead of doing the sauce I was going to do, because I already know I love it, I'm going to use Collard Valley Cook's Alfredo and pasta sauce, and I'll be adding bacon and that garlic to this Alfredo and pasta. So I'll use her recipe for the Alfredo. The only thing that will be extra will be that garlic and that bacon. All right, I just threw her fettuccine back there. Our bacon is still going, but we're almost there. I like it done, though. I don't like all that fat, so I try to cook it until most of that is nice and shriveled up and brown. I don't want to eat raw fat. All right, our bacon's good enough. I'm going to scoop most of that out of here. Get rid of some of this bacon grease. If I had have not done the Alfredo, I would have left most of the bacon grease, and it would have been basically a little bit of cream and some garlic. But we're going to do the Alfredo. And we're just going to combine the bacon and the garlic with it. We'll just combine two different things. So there's our bacon. I'm going to drain my grease over here. While that pasta's making, before we start our Alfredo, I'm going to take some of this garlic. We're going to put that in here and let that just tender up real fast. So it won't take but just a second. I'm going to grab me a paper plate to throw that right back on. Cut them little, see a couple of big pieces in there I gotta get. Very good. I'm just cooking this for just a second and I'm fixing to take it right back off. Then we'll start our Alfredo sauce. I just throw them together. Okay, you want to throw about 5 tablespoons of butter in there and we're going to let that melt. I almost doubled this, but I'm not going to. We're going to stick with the amount. It's a cold one here. I don't know if it's cold where you're at. I think we're going to get like 22, which is pretty cold for here this time of year. Stir my pasta back there in the back. It's just about ready. Now we're going to add our cream. You can use heavy whipping cream. You can use half and half. All I got today is half and half. So that's what we're using. That's 1 cup and 2/3 of half and half. Gonna salt and pepper that. And then whisk it good. Some pepper in there. A little salt. Butter in there. I don't really know the. Let's do this. Easier for your ears. And we're about to add some cheese. I've got 1 cup of Parmesan cheese. I'm letting this get just a little bit hotter, but then I'm going to have to turn it down to a simmer and then add my cheese. We could go ahead and add our noodles too. I probably won't do that. I'm going to go ahead and just fix it up. Now we're going to add 1 cup of shredded cheddar cheese. You can do a pinch of nutmeg if you want to. Let me get a little pinch out of here. And then we're just going to mix that up until that cheese starts to melt good. And we start to thicken up a little bit. Yeah, I was debating on whether I wanted to do a little extra. I could always just grab that half and half if I feel like I need it. Kind of feel like I need it. We're pigs around here, y'all. Let me do that. Well, I don't have any butter over here extra. We'll stick to the amount. I would think that'd be plenty. My eyes are always bigger than what they need to be. Turn it down to simmer. We're starting to thicken up now. And I'm going to grab our noodles, drain them some, and we'll throw all this together. That's going to keep thickening up. I've just got it turned down to simmer. Let me drain my noodles. Now I got to move fast. Noodles are drained. I'm not sure I'm going to put that whole pound in here. Let's see. Let's put some in there. See where we are. I'm thinking maybe half of it. I mean, the recipe's for a pound, but it's not really for fettuccine. And I got a feeling these fettuccine noodles are going to drink up more. It might hold a little more now. We could do a little more than that. So almost the whole pound. Now I've got this down on low. See if I can get it all mixed in here good. Then I'm going to take that bacon and my garlic, and it's going in with it. I can't tell y'all how good this smells. Yum, yum, yum. Get all that sauce in here. We'll take a little extra parm, throw over the top of it. I don't know what you want to call this. And then I'm going to take some of that basil that I dried today, because we got it in the house. I just dried this today in a dehydrator. We'll sprinkle it with a little fresh basil. And make us a plate, y'all. Yum. If I can zoom y'all in on that a little bit. So you can see how yummy it looks. Yum, yum. Here's our Alfredo bacon garlic pasta. We're about to go have supper. Y'all have a great night.